Hey everyone, it's me again, Brittany, and I'm here today with an exciting double unboxing. I actually just did a double unboxing with similar themes for Fake Rate, which is kind of ironic because now I'm doing a FAIRYLOOT double unboxing and I'm really hyped. So I do have their November box right here, and right over there I have their Queen of Nothing crate that they made for the release of Queen of Nothing, which was the third book in the Cruel Prince trilogy. I'm really hyped. I have received one of FAIRYLOOT's crates before, and it was for the release of Finale, which was the third book in the Caraval trilogy, and that box to date is still probably the best box I've ever gotten related to a book that's solely focused on one book. So I have really high expectations for this box, and I just know that they're gonna be met. FAIRYLOOT always does such a good job. It is hands down such a phenomenal brand, and they do such a great job with their boxes. They always put so much thought into it, and everything is always such high quality. Okay, so this is Brittany from the future, so Brittany from after I open the box, and there are absolutely no spoilers for anything in the Cruel Prince in this, so if you haven't read the Cruel Prince or Wicked King or Queen of Nothing, you're not gonna be spoiled, so stay tuned if you still want to see the goodies. So I'm really hyped to open this with you guys. I will let you know I have already opened the November box. I already filmed this and I was actually going to post that video, but when I was going to edit it, it was a total mess. It was just blurry, out of focus. It wasn't what I wanted it to be, and it wasn't the quality that I wanted it to be, so I was going to refilm it, and then right as I was about to sit down to refilm it that day, I actually got the collector's edition. Let's look at it real quick. This beautiful green box, and you know, it just kind of felt like fate was smiling on me. It was like, yeah, you messed up really bad in your November unboxing, but now you get to unbox 2 boxes, so it all works out. I won't act surprised because I do know what's inside of this box. I already loved it, spoiler alert, and I'm really excited though to show you guys what's going on inside of it. I always leave my discount code down below for FAIRYLOOT. The code is Brittany for 5% off your monthly subscription, your first monthly subscription, and I don't receive any commission off of it, but I do receive their boxes every single month, which is commission enough, let me tell you, because they're so good. So let's open her on up because I really want to get to that box. We'll get through this one first though. So it's already been opened, no surprise. First and foremost, let's talk about the theme for the month. The beautiful spoiler card has this awesome little flying cat, this amazing sorceress, this elven warrior guy, and the theme for the month is unsurprisingly magic folk, and I love magic, I love fantasy. This is definitely going to have all of those aspects inside of it, and I just love the color scheme of this spoiler card. I don't remember what order everything was in, so that's kind of upsetting. Oh, actually, I do remember that this was the first thing that I grabbed, and it's an amazing sleep mask. It's so squishy. We've gotten a sleep mask in their box before, and it was an Court of Mist and Fury, I believe, sleep mask, and this one's a Strange the Dreamer one. It's such a beautiful satiny gold and navy, and the quote on it is, "It was impossible, of course, but when did that ever stop any dreamer from dreaming?" by Laini Taylor. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. How fitting is it to have a sleep mask for Strange the Dreamer? It's gonna put us to sleep, we're gonna have awesome dreams, we're gonna dream of Mizartham and gods and beautiful blue people, so I'm so happy about this. I love their sleep mask. This is such a high quality sleep mask too. Like, it's just so nice, so soft. And the funny part is, I do want to mention it because I realized it kind of late in my first video, but I had pulled this thing out and I was like, oh, what is this? It's like a ring thing, and I figured out on my own that I'm pretty sure it's one of those rings, because it has a little sticker that you stick onto your phone or your phone case, and then you can kind of just hold your phone using that instead of a pop socket. I personally don't have a pop socket or a ring. I think I prefer pop sockets just because of the versatility of being able to play with it, you know, like the comforting pop socket feeling, but I just want anything really in general, that way I can use it as a stand. And this one's so nice. Again, really nice quality, and it says, "You're not my type, Fae are my type," duh. And I just hadn't known what it was though initially, and right after I put that away, I realized it was because for whatever reason, mine was outside of the packaging. Like, this is the Fae phone ring packaging that goes with it. It's closed, it's totally closed, but somehow mine just wasn't in its packaging, which I just think is really funny, and that's a good good little fact for you. Ooh, next let's talk about this ornament because it's so pretty. I love this theme of getting ornaments right around the holiday times. That way you can kind of just paint them, make them your own, put them on your tree, make your tree more bookish, more you. And this one specifically is just so pretty. I can't wait to take a paintbrush to it and make it my own. But it says, "It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live" by J.K. Rowling. It's an infamous Harry Potter quote, of course. And it's just so pretty. I love the print on it. Oh, I haven't really been telling you who made what, but the lettering was designed by KDP Letters, and then the sleep mask was designed by Stella Bookish Art, and the bookish phone holder was designed by @Noverantail. So yeah, those are all the fun facts. I love this. I can't wait to paint it. Let's grab this next. It's an iron-on patch. I love iron-on patches. As I've said a million times, I really want to make my own jean jacket that's bookish and then put all these iron-on patches onto them and just thrive with all my bookish gear. This was an Angel Fall inspired iron-on patch, and it's just this teddy bear that's being used on a hilt of a sword. And then Angel Fall I have read, I just don't remember this sword. It is, I believe, the third book. Oh, no, it's the first book. It's the first book in the Angel Fall trilogy. I was just like, they're right up there. And it's been a while since I read them, but it's like a dystopian style world, and I just don't remember this teddy bear sword, which is kind of upsetting, but I mean, kind of creepy, kind of cool, pretty hardcore. And that was designed by Bookmark Tattoos. Ooh, let's look at this bookmark because it is so freaking stunning. It's a wood mark, and it's a wooden bookmark, but it's like the thinnest wooden bookmark that I've ever received or seen, and it is just so beautiful. Like, the print on it is flawless. This doesn't look like it was printed onto wood. It looks like it was printed onto some high quality paper, which, yes, I do know paper comes from trees, which is technically wood, but this is like thicker, you know? It's just so cool. And the back, the quote says, "All legends have a spark of truth" by Elizabeth Lim. And then on the other side, it's this guy. I haven't read this book, but he looks very handsome in his blue robes with this raven flying behind him and this awesome night sky in the background. And his name is apparently Eden, and he was created by, or not created by, but he was drawn by Merwild and Co. And then the lettering was actually by Katarina Book Designs, and this is based on Elizabeth Lim's Spin the Dawn. So it's so pretty. I'm happy about that. Haven't read the book, don't own the book, but you know I want to, so just because of the hot sorcerer dude now. Okay, and let's grab, yikes. All right, and then let's grab probably the most exciting part of this box, and that is this. And it comes in this really nice box. It says "Curiouser and Curiouser," which is a quote from Alice in Wonderland, probably one of my favorite quotes from Alice in Wonderland. I say it all the time. People don't always know what I'm talking about, but it still fits in all my dialogue. And it's the box for the secret book, the next volume of the secret book, because we have gotten one of these in the past, and it was more of like an antique version. Here, it's this one, which I actually keep all of my cards, like all my tarot cards and all my bookmarks and stuff from my FAIRYLOOTs in the past. So love that for that. I don't know what I'm gonna use my second one for, but this one is even prettier. I just love the design on here. It's like night sky, constellation, moons. It gives me very strong A Court of Mist and Fury vibes, Night Court vibes. It's just so pretty. I love that the pages are like a very pale antique white beige, and then it says volume 2 on the spine, so they'll look really nice next to each other, and it's so pretty. And the inside, we have awesome quotes from Girls of Paper and Fire, The Young Elites, Daughter of Smoke and Bone, Even the Darkest Stars, Rebel of the Sands, Shadow of the Fox, End of Days, and Winter Song. I've read like half of those books, but you know. And it just still has all of the stunning art. I'm pretty sure this was created by Noverantail. So let's just double check though. Yeah, so it was designed by Noverantail, and it actually, cool fact, if you don't have the first secret book and you wanted to get your hands on it, they're going to be adding them into the fairy trove in the coming months. That way you can have the matching set, which is really cool. So I'm really, really happy about this. I just think it's so pretty. I love this design. I have always leaned more towards like the cool tones and blues and blacks, so I'm really happy about this. And it's probably my favorite item. Not like I've opened the whole box and decided already, but like it might be. And then last, or not last because there's still the tarot cards, but another really, really exciting thing that came in this month's box is the reading journal. And what's extra exciting about this one, which it took me like 10 whole minutes in that video to realize, it's actually for the entire year. So this past year, we had gotten the reading journal for only half the year, and we got the other half in July or June. And this one though is thicker, obviously, because it has all 12 months and it's January through December. I'm in love with this theme. It's the zodiac. It's horoscopes and the zodiac, and it's just so nice. It has all these beautiful details of constellations, and then at the start of each month it has the zodiac sign that corresponds with it. It has this really cool year-long reading challenge, and then we start the year with Capricorn. And let's show you all of them. Then we have Aquarius, Pisces, and then I get kind of confused around here. I know there's, oh yeah, so this one's Aries, and then Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. Look at that fiery Leo. Always have to be the center of attention, don't you? And then we have Virgo, which, you know, is my sign. I almost never love how Virgo's portrayed. I just think it tends to be kind of, not boring necessarily, but it's not as entertaining as the other signs just because it already is a person. Like the maiden is technically already a person. So there's just not as much room to play around with them and give them the features of whatever they're supposed to correspond with, because the maiden is the maiden, you know? So, I mean, they still did a good job, but I'm kind of bored, but it's okay. And then Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. So that is that. I just love how this looks so much. You guys know though that I bullet journal, so I don't necessarily put these reading journals to use, which is kind of sad, but I do use the artwork in these. I cut them out with like an X-Acto knife and I keep them in a folder. That way I can use them in different kinds of like scrapbooking style situations. Not scrapbooking because I don't scrapbook, but like I use those prints in different things. So I might still do that with this one. It depends. I might give it away, kind of like how I'm doing with the Owl Crate reading journal. It depends. I kind of feel bad wasting the entire journal just to X-Acto knife the prints, but I also love the prints, so we'll have to see what I end up doing with this. And once again, the art was by Monoline Art. I'm obsessed with Monoline Art's style, so I'm really happy with that. And the last thing before we get into the book is going to be the tarot cards. So we are starting new tarot cards, and these are going to be the Stalking Jack the Ripper cards, which I have not read yet. I do own Stalking Jack the Ripper. One of you guys gave it to me for last year around Christmas time, I believe, and I still haven't read it. I really want to because it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and getting more and more hype, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. So I don't know who these people are, but we have like a girl, and there's roses behind her, and she has like a scalpel. I'm assuming she's the main person. And then we have a boy, and he kind of reminds me of Chuck Bass just a little, but like, that's fine. And he is reading a book of, I'm assuming anatomy, but it could also be just the heart. So yeah, and he's the devil and she's the world, which is just cool. Yeah. I absolutely adore Loiana's art style. She is the one that's been making the previous tarot cards ever since I believe the Harry Potter ones, and it's just so beautiful and glowy and well done. So happy with those. And so now let's get into the book. I did actually put everything back into the little package because I feel like it wouldn't be a FAIRYLOOT unboxing for me if I didn't like pull out the book all dramatically, even though I know what this one is this time, but it's okay, we can ignore that. So we have in here the Fairy Scoop, which we'll go over right after the book. And then we have the beautiful character print with the letter from the author, and they just look so good in this. Like their glowing eyes, his cool horns, her style, the tattoo. I'm just absolutely obsessed with this. It's so freaking pretty. And then the bookmark that matches the spoiler card. And lastly, we have the book. So I actually still haven't really heard much about this book since I unboxed it the first time, but that was like yesterday, so no surprise. But it is A River of Royal Blood by Amanda Joy, and we have these two girls fighting, and their black sprayed edges, it just looks really nice altogether. I don't think I have a book that's like glossy like this with sprayed edges, so I'm not sure though. I might, but I don't think so. I feel like the matte kind of books have been more popular in recent years, I guess. Yeah, even looking at my shelves right now, I'm not seeing any like glossy books in general, so it's kind of cool to see this mix. So let's read really fast what it's about. 16-year-old Eva is a princess born with the magic of blood and marrow, a dark and terrible magic that hasn't been seen for generations in the vibrant but fractured country of Myr. Its last known practitioner was Queen Rhaena, who toppled the native Khmer royalty and massacred thousands, including her own sister 5 generations ago, thus beginning the rival heir tradition. Living in Rhaena's long and dark shadow, Eva must now face her older sister Issa on her 17th name day in a battle to the death if she hopes to ascend the ivory throne. Because in the queendom of Myr, only the strongest, most ruthless ruler survives. But when Eva is attacked by an assassin just weeks before her name day, she discovers it isn't just her sister who wants to see her dead. Eva is forced to turn a powerful Fae instructor and a mysterious and handsome Khmer prince for help in growing her magic into something to fear. Because despite the love she still has for her sister, Eva will have to choose Issa's death or her own. So this one definitely is giving me strong Three Dark Crown vibes. I mean, sisters battling to the death for the chance to be the one true heir of the queendom, and magic. It seems like it's gonna give me those kinds of vibes, and maybe even some like Throne of Glass style vibes. I mean, a Fae instructor. I don't know. I'm kind of excited. It definitely has like key pieces that I tend to like in books, so I feel like I'm gonna like it, you know? I just realized that my ring light was like mostly down for this entire video, so sorry if it just got really bright. But let's go over the fairy scoop really fast. So we have the interview with the author, we have our monthly read-along that's gonna be with Amy, and it's gonna be from December 9th through the 13th, and oh, that already happened. Okay. And then we have the back, which is showing next month's theme, which is going to be Defying the Odds. I mean, just from this picture, I was already feeling Throne of Glass vibes, and then they said that there's going to be items inspired by Throne of Glass, Wrath of the Dawn, Red Rising, Pyre of the Orange Tree, Skyward, and Game of Thrones. So I've read most of those books, which is really exciting. I love when I've read most of them in the box because it just means that it's going to be a very fulfilling experience. So then there's also going to be 2 books in the box. The first one is going to be set in a world where magic is outlawed and 8 criminals are sent on a mission to kill an ancient evil, and it's gonna have an exclusive cover, artwork on the reverse of the dust jacket, embossing, and it's gonna be signed by the author, so that's all very exciting. And then the second one is gonna be an arc of an exciting March 2020 release that's gonna have an exclusive cover and come with a signed book plate. March 2020 is when Crescent City comes out. I mean, I don't think that that's gonna actually be in the box because that would be insane, but that would be pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really excited to see that box. And now let's actually get into the big ol' collector's edition for Queen of Nothing. I need a knife, I need a knife. So let's just... The spoiler card just zoomed out. Did you see that? Oh my gosh. Okay, she's jam-packed. So first we have the Queen of Nothing spoiler card with all of the goodies that we're gonna get on the back. I love this. And it was in collaboration with Holly Black, which is really cool because that means that everything in here is like approved by Holly Black. Let's start with this enamel pin because it is the first thing I saw, and I love enamel pins. You guys know how I feel about enamel pins. I just love having a collection of them, and this one is just so pretty. It says, I left my heart in Elfheim, and it's a black heart with a dagger through it, and it's just so fitting for Juden Carden's story. Like, this is them, you know? I really feel the black heart, the dagger through it. There's a nice little autumn leaf on the dagger. It's all very pleasant. I love the actual, like, card that it came on. It's very elf vibey. So let's set that here. Let's grab this. Oh my gosh, it's a book sleeve. Okay, I definitely thought it was gonna be one of those little kitchen towels, the tea towels, but it's one of their book sleeves. Oh, and it has a zipper. This is actually one of my new favorite things about book sleeves is having the zipper because it just keeps everything secure and you can kind of throw in pens or annotation gear too into here and it won't, you know, shake out. And it says, if I cannot be better than them, I will become so much worse. The iconic Jude quote from the first book, The Cruel Prince. I am obsessed with this. So look at all the fruits all over it. There's the little toad frog that we met in Cruel Prince. So I love this. It's a little bit like softer. I think this is actually how their last one was too. It's more of like a soft book cover sleeve. And then the pin was designed by Dust and Pages and the book sleeve was designed by Stella Bookish Art. So love that so far. Let's grab this because she is big and she's ready to be opened. Look how huge this box is. Like this is a giant box for a mug. Ooh, it's a ceramic mug. Ceramic mugs are great. Like the campfire style mugs, I hope. Ooh, okay. I love that all the packaging in here is the same. Like this pretty, like very pale jade green. Nice. Wow, it is so secure. This could not have possibly broken. I'm just gonna set that down. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The art. Look at them. They're just, it's Jude and Carden's the one holding the dagger under Jude's neck. Wow. Plot twist. And there's just, oh wow, a creepy forest. They're just in the foreground. I love this art. It is monoline art. Like 100 times, 100% of the time, I always am stunned by her artwork and I feel like I shouldn't be at this point. Like I should always know when I see this kind of art style and I'm absolutely obsessed with it, it's monoline art because duh. Oh my gosh, there's an acorn. I love this. This is probably my new favorite bookish mug. Like it's so pretty. I love that it's like a soft muted palette. It just, it fits it so well. Let's grab this bad boy because what do you think it is? They're one of those like easy tabs. Their last blanket that came in the Caravel box is hands down one of the highest quality blankets that I've ever gotten in a box and it just holds up so well. So I'm hoping that this is a similar size and similar feel. Let's open her. Oh, it is. Oh my goodness. Whoa, oh my gosh, look at this art. It's so cool. It's like a comic book kind of styling of them. It's so pretty. I love that it's like this very muted palette again. It's like grays. Ooh, and the bottom has like nicer berries and stuff. Oh my gosh, this is such a nice blanket. I love the size too. We tend to get smaller blankets in boxes, which I totally get. You can't fit an entire giant blanket inside of a box. But this is actually such a good size. It's gonna look so good on my black puffy chair that I have in my reading room because I need a kind of bigger blanket to cover the back of that is what I've discovered, and this is gonna be the new one. I love it. Who drew this? Rs28. She is another artist that I'm absolutely obsessed with. Like I love their artwork and it's just always so good. So I'm very happy with that. Okay, let's keep digging. Oh no. Ooh, we got a print. Oh, this is so freaking pretty. There's a tail. Oh wow, everyone always likes to try and forget that Carden has a tail and every once in a while we get an art piece that just hardcore reminds us that he has one. I love that. Oh my gosh, it's by Merwild & Co., another phenomenal artist. I love this. This is just so pretty. I'm really liking the color palette that they went with for this box because I feel like most of the time with Cruel Prince, it's more of like a vibrant hue just because, I don't know, that's what people just go with. And these are all just muted and I love it. Okay, let's open up this little cute bookmark. I'm assuming, oh, it's a wooden bookmark. Artwork by Monoline Art and Stella Bookish Art. Ooh. Oh, it's another one of those really thin wood marks like we got in the actual box. And we have Carden just being a dreamboat and then the quote on the back, which is, if you're the sickness, I suppose you can't also be the cure. That reminds me of that. If my love is... All right. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. But I love this. Again, just the muted colors. I'm here for them. And again, monoline art. Like, ooh, the book came in this. All right, let's just make sure I got it all. Oh, I got it all. Nice. So let's grab the book because I'm excited to see. I don't know if they changed anything about this one for, ooh, it feels like they did. Okay, let's make sure there's nothing else in, oh, there is. There's a signed book plate. Yeah, love that. Love that. Okay, and then let's grab the book. It feels like this is where the spine is. Oh my god! Oh my god! There's not even a dust jacket. Like, why would you ever want to cover this up? Oh, wow. Oh, it's upside down. Goes like this, guys, just in case you were wondering. I'm quite obsessed. Like, the sprayed edges with the snake, the green, the silvery, like oh my gosh, they went for it. Queen of Nothing, Holly Black, and little snakes at the top again. YA Snake is really just having a good year. This is so freaking, oh my gosh, and you can kind of see the crowns, 2 of them in the background. The actual, like, what are these called? These little berries? I feel like there's a word for them. Is it holly? That would be funny. Anyways, I love this. I didn't expect this. Like, I didn't expect this one bit. I don't know if I was just in the dark. I don't know if I knew that they were gonna change something this drastically and then I just forgot about it. Either way, this is like the best surprise. It goes all the way around. Like, sprayed edges don't, wow. I don't know. I've never had stenciled sprayed edges before, so it's possible that they do it all the way around, but I thought it was only like this one. Whoa, that's so pretty. Wow, that's phenomenal. That's everything in the box. There wasn't like a ton, not like the Caravel one, but I feel like everything in here was just so high quality, so well thought out. Everything just goes together so beautifully, like all the colors, it just meshes wonderfully. I am obsessed with it and I'm really, really grateful. Thank you so much to FAIRYLOOT for sending me this box. I actually had missed out on buying it and was heartbroken, like absolutely heartbroken, because somehow I missed all of the drops for like the Queen of Nothing kind of kits that were being sent out, and it was heartbreaking. They were kind enough to say that like they actually had an extra one for review purposes and that they would send it to me, and I'm just like, I'm so happy they did, because I can't imagine not having these things now, because they're like my favorites. That book alone worth everything. This is amazing. The prints. I can't even tell you what my favorite item was. I forgot to tell you what my favorite item was for the normal FAIRYLOOT November box. It was obviously the secret book. I'm obsessed. But for this Queen of Nothing box, I couldn't even tell you what my favorite thing is. I think it could be the blanket. It might also be the mug, but like the clear just surprise of this was definitely the book itself. So everything was so, so good. Once again, I am just left completely satisfied with FAIRYLOOT stuff. They just do such a good job. Always so high quality, always so pretty. Every single one of these items is something that I would have bought for myself, like with or without the box. And I feel like that's a clear winner of like getting a box. Normally there's one item that you're like, I probably wouldn't have gotten this for myself. And in this one, every single thing I would have spent really I would have spent my money on. So this was great. My camera died. So that means that this video is officially a little too long, so we're just gonna wrap it up. I mean, again, I am absolutely obsessed with this FAIRYLOOT box. I'm sorry if you guys didn't get your hands on it because it's just so, so good. And yeah, that's really gonna be it. I obviously can't pick a favorite. Like, it's just all so good. So let me know what your favorite item from the box was. Even if you didn't get it, just let me know out of all of these things what you think was the most standout product. And as usual, again, I do have all the links down in the description for FAIRYLOOT just in case you do want to check them out. And yeah, thank you guys so, so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Goodbye!